Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to video message number 29.
Pair of panties. Oh, that sounds so good. They're juicy. Jeff, look at this thing.
Listen up, the ratings just came in for last month. We are number one. We just grabbed every key demographic.
Super duper, gang. Yeah. Super duper. That's nice. Way to go. Neato, gang.
Yes.
Boy, that is good news.
It is the 6th day of June, 2024. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Power Trip Morning Show on a Thursday. No Tommy Olson today, but still a great day. Ben Lieber will be here in a cast of thousands. Actually, not a cast of thousands. I think Zach is already gone again. Max will be here there. That's good news, man. We love some Maxo. Saucy's here. Corey's here, but Corey's a short-timer as well. So, it's that time of the year. Let's see what we get done. Here's Dimitri Martin. Some comedy on a Thursday morning. Now, come on in. I'm glad you're here.
I went to a website I hadn't been to in a long time, and I tried to log in, and I couldn't figure out my password. And I kept trying, and I couldn't get it. And I just thought, man, I'm good. Wow. If I can't figure this out, I'm the top person who should be able to crack this, and I can't get it. The number one security threat to my own account. Thousand Island dressing sounds like the result of an incredible collaboration. You have French, Italian, and 1,000 islands worked on this one. And it still tastes like garbage. That's unbelievable. Somebody asked me what mansplaining was, and I was like, well, it's nice try. I have no idea. I don't know. But I'm willing to listen.
On your side.
What?
You hear the distant thunder. There's lightning in your stride.
All right, June 6th, Power Trip Morning Show. I'm Corey Cope. That's Chris Hockey. There's Meat Sauce, Paul Lambert. Good morning, fellas. Hey, hi.
Hey, man. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Paul? Paul, your hands up.
Do I talk into this part?
Jeez.
What's going on with that guy?
Did you notice that?
Of course I noticed it. I tried my best to turn the mic up, but it wouldn't do any good.
So we have these kind of, screen guards, right? Is that what they're called? What would they be called?
They're windscreens,
Yeah, like windscreens. So they go in front of the microphone so you don't spit all over the microphone, and then it's gross.
Helps from popping your peas.
For
right
sure.
on.
It's supposed to.
Well, you can kind of push them away from the microphone.
Or flip them down.
And Rosie keeps talking into the windscreen.
Yeah, missing the microphone completely.
So if you were listening to the Power Trip yesterday going, why is Rosie kind of quiet and off mic? I don't know.
He was off mic.
Just been broadcasting for, 50 years and doesn't understand. You have to talk into the microphone. And by the way, you might want to project.
And both times, Hawk and Zach were like, hey, can you tell him to move that? And I'm like, no, it's way funnier. Because he would go and then he does this bit.
Yeah, I'm sure when he was doing a show with Ahmad Rashad back in the day, Rose Sports Sundays, it was a great.
Well, you got to remember,
Vikings.
When he was doing the television, somebody would put a microphone on him.
Yeah, good point.
And they would adjust it for him all the time. So he was expecting us to take care of that for him, I'm sure.
Yeah, but he talked right into it.
Right into it.
Right into the windscreen.
Yep.
Right into it. Yep.
And I liked how Brett came in here and he's like, how do we? And I go, just let him keep doing it.
Yeah, no.
It's funnier if he doesn't fix it.
Right. It's way funnier. Because then Parrish knew what was up, and then Parrish would watch him talk into it down here.
Yeah, that's not a microphone, Rosie.
No.
Yeah.
Jeez. You just never know with that guy.
You just never know.
No, doesn't care anymore. I heard yesterday on the comment show, he said he doesn't drink at all anymore. Like completely. He's done. Not even sipping.
Yeah.
Can Lawyer Lambert confirm that Rosie will skip a glass of wine? Doesn't even have a glass anymore. He's completely done.
When we were in Vegas and we were at
Which is where Zach's at today.
Oh, yeah? He had a virgin Bloody Mary.
What?
Oh, my God. That's something like the emperors back in the day would get.
And just ask for tomato juice. That's all it is.
Yeah, Bloody Marys are disgusting. I'm sorry. I know people love them. I would never drink one unless I was going to get drunk because of it. And then I still wouldn't do it.
No,
I'd rather have something else.
I don't really drink them either. But yeah, I haven't seen him drink in a while.
Is it because he's toking it up?
I mean, wasn't that his bit for a while?
That's what I'm wondering.
It almost has to be.
Yeah.
You don't, at his age, you don't just give up on booze unless you transition to something else.
Token, I'm a rolling.
I mean, I never really saw him get hammered, but.
Well, almost none of us saw him in Vegas because he didn't leave downtown Vegas because he was too good to come down to the strip and see us.
Ever. You never saw him ever get hammered, right?
No. You'll be salivating when you see it. I think they've had
they were
4 or 5.
Yeah, they were definitely they were toking it up there.
Yeah, they looked higher than kites.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Hey, Maxo! Thanks for coming in, Maxo. How the hell are you?
Ooh, I'm tired.
Did you ride your bike?
Yeah, I was humping, dog.
Were you sad?
You were humping a dog.
Whoa.
No, not humping a dog. I just,
you were humping dog.
I was humping dog. It's slang, bro.
Yeah,
get with the youth, man.
We're not the kids.
Dog,
We're not the kids. How can we do it?
Yeah, you capping, bro.
Were you sad riding your bike in?
Yeah, I was a little lonely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have 2 G-lats on dubs?
Oh, you know I did, dog.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. You guys speak in different languages.
We're just speaking bird, man.
At least you're speaking into the microphone. I don't even care what you say as long as we can hear it. I mean, that helps. Yeah. So no Zach today. He's in Las Vegas.
Yeah, he needs the time off. And he's gone till Tuesday afternoon.
I think that's correct.
Yeah, I know. That's dumb.
And then Lieber will be here, though, in like 45 minutes.
I think that's probably right.
Yep. And then
Thomas is not.
No Tommy today. No, he's not going to kick down the door.
He didn't get canned, did he?
No.
Okay.
You mean at the meeting on Tuesday? I don't think so. Carly will be here at 7.
Is that right?
Hey.
Carly, 7 to 9.
Oh, now we're talking.
And then we go home.
What are we going to do? Pictures of the Power Trip Morning Show again. Have you seen the pictures of us lately that they still use to market us?
No.
We look like we're 24 years old. We don't look like that anymore.
Yeah.
We need new pictures.
Yeah. Let's do it.
I hate pictures.
I know.
Yeah, I know you do.
I can see why. I think that we should do pictures, and it should be me, and we should do them today, and it should be the 4 of us.
Just us 4?
Yeah, just us 4.
What about this guy?
What about Roser?
What are you going to do with him?
Rosie?
Yeah.
Probably not.
He'd probably look off camera.
He probably will stand
Brilliant.
like you do whenever we take pictures after the initials game.
What about do you think the sandwich god want to be here?
The sandwich god?
Yeah.
There's a sandwich god?
Yeah, we named a planet after him.
Which one? Subway?
We have a
No, but I did meet that guy, Gerald Fogel. Seemed like a super nice guy. I was again, I'm not a great judge of character, but man, what a sweetheart face to face.
He's one of the worst guys.
I agree.
A terrible person. Do you remember what he's in jail for?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's like if you met Bill Cosby in 1992, you probably would have said, what a sweetheart.
Yep, I probably wouldn't say it today.
No, and you'd be wrong.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Fogel's a sweetheart
So you
on
just
June
said it.
6th, 2024. I'm saying when I met him, he seemed like a really nice guy.
I bet, how can I say this? I bet he was doing some terrible things when you met him.
He probably was.
I bet
Maybe
he
in the
just left
city that I met
terrible
him. Right.
Yeah.
Maybe that was like he was setting up shop in every city we ran into him. I think
bet
we met him
he
twice.
still reeked of terrible things.
Maybe.
As he was talking to you.
That's a great point. I never thought of it like that.
You should think of it like that.
I wonder if he was checking his phone during our conversation to do more evil things.
Right.
Yeah.
There was evilness.
Yeah. I would bet he was.
I bet you're Fetty Wap.
Oh, 2338.
I don't know what you're saying.
1738.
I don't know what you're saying.
1738.
Yeah, they're talking numbers now.
Play Fetty Wap. He
No,
says
Play some Fetty Wap.
no, we can't because of the licensing deal. Can't play
17 plus
music.
24. It's a perfect number.
Other shows do.
No, but we don't have Fetty Wap license.
Oh, okay.
Just specifically Fetty Wap.
I heard it in the hall.
Oh.
Yeah, that was off somebody's iPad.
Yeah, it's Daryl Hall.
Oh, really?
Yeah, him and Fetty Wap have a joint album coming up.
Yeah,
that'll be
They
sweet.
smoke dope.
So Daryl Hall and John Oates hate each other, correct? Is that accurate?
I don't know if they hate each other.
But they're done, right?
They're
They're
probably
done.
sick of being around each other.
completely
each
done
other,
You
touring.
can't do radio together for 23 years without starting to hate. I mean, do a band together. I don't know.
Are
if
they
hate
done
each other.
touring? I thought they did.
I don't think they tour anymore.
I don't
I think they weren't they
Darryl-
suing each other recently. I think they were suing
Was
each
that
other.
them? They were suing each other. Yeah, I think that's right.
I think it was
now
like
that you say, I think you're
couple
right.
months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, back in December here, The Guardian says John opens up about Daryl Hall amid bitter legal battles. Yeah, they're suing each other and hating each other. All right.
When does basketball end?
Well, I mean, the finals start tonight, so it might be
Oh, they
done in
start
about
tonight.
2 weeks.
Okay, they start tonight. I was wondering about that.
NBA finals start tonight. Stanley Cup finals starts on Saturday.
Let's go.
I think they play tonight, and I don't think they play again till Sunday.
Yep. If it goes 7 games, it'll end on June 23rd.
$1 billion lawsuit against NFL Sunday Ticket began at San Francisco bar.
What do you mean?
I don't know. That's what I'm reading a headline right here.
Oh, for like playing
The
it?
NFL's high-stakes Sunday Ticket trial starts today, according to Mike Florio, who just seems intolerable. Doesn't he? I mean, I love listening to him on PA, but I think that I would have to fight him if we were in the same
Yeah, you
room
would
together.
How much
He's
is
my least fun guest to call.
Is.
How much
as
of
a
it,
producer.
Oh, I was just gonna.
Bet.
Well, that's a good. Before I even ask the question, that's a good maybe follow up point. But I wonder how much of it's performative.
None
Or
of
do you think
it.
that's actually
That's who he
him?
is.
How much
Yeah.
of you's performative?
I don't know.
Come on, man. Nobody like him to laugh at my joke.
No, as someone who calls him off the air,
Yeah.
that
That's who
that
he
is
is, isn't it?
1,000% who he. I think he's actually even he's somewhat more likable on the air, which is surprising to believe because he's not very likable on the air. But
Yesterday, my favorite moment, Max, was when he said, not that I care if I get credit or anything, but
There's some guys in this town that do that game.
I know, but he actually said that. I wanted to reach through the radio and go, whatever Commons tournament.
Preposterous
That's it, yeah.
statement tournament.
Yeah.
whatever comments.
The NFL's going to court, and it's not. Well, jury selection begins today in L.A. for the massive antitrust lawsuit regarding the NFL Sunday Ticket package. The entire Sunday Ticket package, from its inception in 1994, has presented plenty of obvious potential antitrust issues. The current case claims that the NFL used agreements with broadcast partners to keep a stranglehold over distribution, allowing DirecTV to charge artificially higher prices as the sole Sunday Ticket distributor for out-of-market games. The plaintiffs in the nationwide class action are millions of home viewers, and commercial subscribers like bars and restaurants. $7 billion in damage is what they're looking for. Wow.
Wow.
I mean, I don't know how that stuff works, right?
I don't know, man.
I mean, they have
got
a
it a
product
couple
and
of
they
times.
sell it.
I got it a couple times. I want some money. You know?
Yeah, man.
They owe me. I want my money.
Do you guys ever get a
Crabs?
No.
Whoa.
I don't think I've ever had crabs. You guys ever had crabs?
Oh, you
Hawk
know.
has.
Oh, you know, brother.
Oh, I would know.
Oh, hell yeah.
Listen to the Hawkster.
Did you guys ever get a letter in the mail going like, "Hey, the AT&T settlement or whatever just went through. Would you like to be a part of this?" And you if you read the fine print, you're like, "You might be awarded like $3.06." And I'm like, I'm not going to spend my time filing something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It probably won't come to fruition, and if it does, what do I get? $3? Who cares?
Yeah.
But I think, isn't that why they do that, right? Because they just know so many people aren't going to respond.
Yeah,
They're
they
just
have
gonna
to
throw
tell
it
you.
out.
They got to tell you, though.
They got to tell you.
It's like recalls, right? When
Yeah.
they're like, I'm not going to send back this toster.
Yeah,
Right.
right.
I don't care.
No,
I'll
I
just
don't
buy
care.
another toaster.
Yeah, I don't care if my Ford Flex catches on fire.
Yeah.
I got no time.
That's why I bought it.
I got
Right.
no time to take this in for an oil change.
No.
Yeah, I know it's been 74,000 miles, but it's oil. It's been around for millions of years. Why do I need to change it? God don't.
All right, speaking of oil. Speaking of oil, since
Don't Change Oil
since the,
sounds like the coolest country album of all time.
the Oilers logo was just on SportsCenter because they're what a Stanley Cup final on Saturday. Chris, could you Google?
Oh, I already did. I did.
Google the Oilers logo quickly. Just Google what the logo looks like.
Yeah.
Just type in Oilers
Yeah, I see it.
logo.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a definite improvement.
Right. No, but do you see how the top of it of an actual Oilers logo has like a drop of oil, right?
Yeah.
Have you seen the internet clearly make the new one with 2 drops of oil?
Yeah, it's a definite improvement.
It's very clever. Whoever thought of changing that logo.
Yeah. The couple of hangers there.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
Couple of hangers.
Couple of real impressive.
What'd you call them? Over the shoulder boulder holders?
Damn right. Well, that's a bra.
Oh yeah.
here's what's fascinating about the Oilers fan gal that's going viral the last week after she lifted up her shirt at the game and went viral.
Great set of rocks.
Well, so almost every adult site in the world has offered her money.
Yeah,
to just,
I have to.
To just do what she already did, right? She did that for free, and now it's like, hey, I'll give you $100,000 if you do it on our website. TMZ posted a story about that about a day ago, right? That everybody's trying to get her to do it for actual money this time. The most startling part of the article, and I don't know if there's been an update, my guess is there has because it's been 24 hours or so. You always say, read the last paragraph or read the last line.
Never know what they're going to say.
The last line of the story said something like, so far, the internet has yet to identify her.
Wow.
What?
And I was
How
like,
is that possible?
how is that possible?
Correct.
If anybody on the planet in a major market did that, there would be hundreds of people immediately going like, that's Shannon.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
That does look like a Shannon.
but you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
You
yeah.
would know it.
Yeah.
Somebody,
Those are a pair of
that's my
Shannons.
neighbor.
Correct.
That's my coworker. That's my sister-in-law. That's my whatever, right? It would be immediate. As of 24 hours ago, that TMZ said the story said the internet has yet to identify her.
That's so odd.
How is
Hello.
that possible?
Well, if you remember when those two ladies flashed at the World Series game,
Right.
there's a few people we work with who knew who she was immediately. They're like, oh, yeah, that's so-and-so,
Yeah.
right?
That old so
Yeah, you're 100% correct. How does her neighbor not go, hey, that's Brian?
Right. I use
name is
Shannon, but
Brian?
sure, you went with Brian.
Yeah, maybe her name's Brian. It's 2024, man.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. What if that's your mom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, here's
Mom?
here's the dailymail.co.uk as of like a day and a half ago.
Yeah.
The representative of the Porn Dude, an adult website that garners 61 million visitors per month on average.
What is
Well, that's what's funny, by the way. I've never heard of that. The Porn
me
Dude,
neither.
61 million visitors a month, and I've never heard of it.
Let's slide on back and take a look here.
But the Porn Dude offered her money and told the outlet that the unidentified woman's blah, blah, blah. Okay, so anyway, there's another site, another story saying, we don't know who this is.
Wow.
Cam Soda offered her $100,000.
Who's that dude?
Yeah, you know.
Wow, the porn dude has, oh my God. The porn dude
New
reviews
website?
the best porn sites, and it lists hundreds of sites I've never heard of. This is I almost cussed.
Yeah, you did. You almost lost your job.
This is a GD treasure trove. This may be the greatest day of my life.
Yeah, this story, not just TMZ,
right?
by the
Porn
way.
Dude,
But
yeah.
yeah, not that too.
Oh, sorry.
At the bottom of the Daily Mail story, same thing. As of Tuesday evening, the woman's identity has yet to be found.
My Lord.
I don't understand.
How is that possible?
You know what? I have only one goal in life now.
Finding her and finding her
Find
name.
Finding those hoes.
Those hoes.
It's not like her face is
Right.
obscured. It's like
Correct.
it
I
is.
did not see her face.
It is as clear as day.
Yeah.
Maybe this is just AI. Maybe we're getting
Maybe,
duped.
yeah.
Maybe it
Alan
never
Iverson has a
happened.
big set of hots.
Big set of hots.
HAWTS?
He has a big set of hots.
That's what we call them.
Come on, who calls him that?
We do. Those of us in my group.
Perfect boobs.
Yeah, perfect boobs.
I don't know, man.
They're pretty good looking.
Yeah, we've been trying to scroll on Twitter to see if anybody's thrown
What
up
if she's
a
like a
alley-oop.
kindergarten teacher, and that's why she doesn't want people to know she whipped out the hots?
Oh, that's an interesting
The hots.
point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Whipped out the hots.
There's probably not many jobs that would want her to whip out the hots in general.
I love it here
this
at
one
iHeartRadio.
would, yeah.
That's a good point. But even so, let's say she is a kindergarten teacher and she's going to get fired for doing something like this. Somebody still would have said, hey, that's my son's kindergarten teacher.
Right.
Yeah.
I know her. I just had conferences with her. I stared at her the entire time.
Yeah,
I
who
mean,
knew she had those hots?
Or the kid be like, hey, that's Mrs. Johnson. She does that every morning.
Exactly.
No wonder I'm always craving milk and cookies.
Right. And now Hockey is going to overuse the word hot, so we think he uses it all the time.
I just wrote it down.
I'd also like to see
It sounds like you wrote down hundreds of other sites you've never heard of either.
Oh, I bookmarked it. Oh, man. Lady, please. You must let us know who you are. You must identify yourself. You must, for the good of mankind.
I realized that the account that tweeted this out originally is called Flash Gordon.
Brilliant. I've never heard of that one either. Where have I been in my life? What am I doing news stuff for? Release the Hawts.
How about this story? Something on fanbuzz.com. Fanbuzz.com. Oilers fan who flashed crowd given own sports card. And the first line of the story is nobody seems to know her name, but that's besides the point. Some NHL fans will tell you they already know the most important part about her.
Yeah. She likes to whip out the Hawts.
And she got her own card.
Whoa. It says the Lakers are about to hire Dan Hurley.
Really?
Is he going to whip out the Hawts?
Yeah, it says
Not J.J. Redick?
It says Woj just tweeted that they're targeting Dan Hurley to become the franchise's next head coach. Massive long-term contract.
Related to Bobby Hurley?
Yeah, it's his brother, right?
No kidding.
Wow, Max, so.
Let's get back to the Hawts.
LeBron must have said, I don't want J.J. Redick.
Yeah. He's like, we're fine doing the podcast.
Right.
This card that I was talking about, because they don't know her name, they simply call her Oil Cans.
Oh, my God.
Oh, brilliant.
That's even better. There's some creative sons of bitches out there. Some of the greatest minds in the world are working in porn.
Man, hockey is pumped up today.
I'm all pumped up.
He's got to balance missing out on Tommy Olson, right? He's got to bring the Tommy Olson energy, apparently. More of the Power Trip Morning Show after this on The Fan.
Hey! What's going on, everybody? It's Power Trip Morning Show. How you feeling today? What is it, Thursday?
Today's Thursday.
It's Power Trip Morning Show, lady. The Power Trip Morning Show.
Hi.
Hi. Twins lost.
Yeah.
What else is there, right? I got some audio from Vikings minicamp. I'll play for you a little bit later. 80th anniversary of D-Day today. I got some really, really interesting and moving stuff for you a little bit later on that. And all of us plan to speak into the microphones today.
Yes.
That's the plan.
That's the plan, Stan.
Okay, what?
I know, lady. The juice is loose.
When's that come out? September?
No, I think July, right?
I thought it was like an October-ish release.
kidding.
I thought it was a Halloween time release too, but
That would make sense, though, wouldn't it?
Let's
Yeah.
double check.
That would make sense.
Beetlejuice 2 is
September 6th.
September 6th. There it is. Beetlejuice.
Listen to this, Coral.
Who, me?
You're Paul.
A giraffe feeding experience at a Texas Wildlife Center turned frightening last week when one of the animals hoisted a toddler from the bed of the pickup truck she was riding in. A video shared with NBC News. The toddler's father had recorded it. His daughter, wearing pigtails and a pink shirt, I don't know why that's in three, was holding her hand out of the back of the truck in an attempt to feed a giraffe. The giraffe nudges his head into the girl and continues to get closer as she moves further into the bed of the truck. The video then appears to show the animal grabbing the girl and lifting her into the air. A woman can be heard screaming in the background. In a statement, Warren Lewis, Chief Marketing Officer of Fossil Rim Wildlife Center, hey, you know what? Fossil Rim need love too, said the center was notified Monday of an incident involving one of our giraffes. Totten said he and his family are saddened to hear the visitors will no longer be allowed to ride in the back of trucks, but his family will definitely visit the park. Great place to go. It was an accident. Giraffe didn't mean to do it. Just one of those things that happen.
Yeah.
I've
done that before. The kiddos have done that where you feed a giraffe. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, pretty cool. Yeah. I didn't know
They're
giraffes
pretty
ate
harmless.
kids, though. I didn't know they were meat eaters. Right?
Yeah, that's terrifying.
God, that'd be terrible. Because, I mean, that's a long neck to be swallowed down. You know what I'm saying?
Well, then, like, what are you going to do? Like, you can't throw hands with the giraffe if they take your kid, you know? Like,
yeah.
It's one of the
But I'm gonna
advantages
try,
of giraffe evolution, right? Is their head is a tough target.
Yeah, real.
Way up there.
You know what? I still think it's fascinating, though. I mean, I know about what's that called? Evolution. You just said it. But imagine being a giraffe back before they had long necks and thinking, damn it.
Like, how am I supposed to eat that? It's way up there.
Yeah.
Stretch your neck.
You do that a lot.
Because I've been doing that with my wang my
It's
whole
not
life.
working. It's not working.
Every day, 10 reps.
Just pushing it out.
Yeah.
It's for the future generations. They'll thank you for it.
Nothing. What the hell? How'd they live before they could reach it?
Yeah, good point. Trial and error.
Nope.
Trial and error.
They died. They came back a little bit longer.
Hold on. Let me talk for my client.
Yeah, let's work this
If they had
out.
a ladder, if they were giraffes capable of making things like ladders, and they didn't make the ladder right away, first they made something else that wasn't right, that would be trial and error. So I think that's what he's referring to is they didn't have the long necks yet, so they tried to manufacture things that would help them reach the top
Got
of
it.
the tree.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, thank you.
So not trial and error in terms of genetics.
No, what he said.
They were building things.
Yeah.
Like, look, this generation has short necks, so we're going to have to build some stairs.
God, I got to find out how they did it. What did they live on before they had long necks?
Oh, it's just about the food supply, right? Like
Right.
the ones that had the longer necks survived, and then they mated, and then their kids had longer necks, and their kids had longer necks, and then boom.
My ancestors would have had tiny little stubby necks.
Yeah, real time.
Then they would have died off.
I know. But man, they would have been some fighters.
Oh, yeah.
No, they wouldn't have.
Yeah, they would have.
They would not have.
I'm trying to think of a real life, like, how do we get just like Kristaps Porzingis
Porzingis.
to just mate with everybody? And
right, just ask him.
why would just he survive? I'm trying to think of a reason why only he would survive. Like Karl Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert and Kristaps Porzingis are just sleeping with everybody, but the rest of us are incapable because of height, and I can't think of a good reason.
Well, the ladies need to grow.
Yeah, so we'd have to find just tall women as well.
Yeah, with like very long legs and very short torsos.
And?
Do we know any women
Vaginas.
like that?
And?
What? What are you looking for?
I thought you were going to say your word.
And hots?
Yeah.
Well, they don't have to have those, but I'd like it.
Yeah.
You done ruined it.
Sorry.
Yeah, man.
I did. Sorry, Daddy.
Yeah.
Sandy Allen was the tallest woman in the world for a while. She was 7'7". She died in Indiana.
Yeah.
In 2008 at age 53. Paul, your hands up.
Woodhawk.
Well, she's
An Indiana
she spent
icon.
time from she's from Chicago, but she spent time in Shelbyville, Indiana.
I know where Shelbyville is. That's crazy. Yeah, I definitely would.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have to lay down. I'd just stand there.
Okay.
A scholarship was dedicated in Allen's name at Shelbyville High School. In 2020, Allen's friend and manager John Kleiman donated a collection of her memorabilia to
Wait a
Ripley's
minute.
museums. 7'7".
That's a huge bitch.
The tallest ladies manager was John Kleiman.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
All right.
Yeah. She wrote a book called Cast a Giant Shadow.
Oh, that's very clever.
Yeah, that's funny.
She held the title for the last 16 years of her life. Her height was due to a tumor in her pituitary gland that caused it to release growth hormone uncontrollably.
Did you read? Are you reading the same? I think you look down a little farther. Her manager, John Kleiman, wrote a book called Standing and Grubbing.
Oh, my God.
Grubbin?
Standing and grubbing.
The hell does that mean?
What are you grubbing? You need a meeting. My God, are you horny?
I'm just reading Wikipedia.
That's on
I don't know.
Wikipedia.
Yeah, I try to tell you.
Standing and grubbing.
He wrote a follow-up called My Neck Hurts.
Oh.
According to dictionary.com, grubbing means to dig or poke superficially at the earth, dig shallowly in soil. So she was grubbing? Or he was grubbing?
That's not what it means in the pornography world.
Oh. What does it mean?
Grubbing or clearing is the removal of trees, shrubs, stumps, or rubbish from a site.
Or a bush.
Oh, my God. You
I can't believe I'm about to say this, but I think we need Tommy to balance him out.
Yes.
To take him down a notch.
You need to take a lap.
I'm trying to make up for missing him. Later, I'm going to be sad for the next 5 days for Zach being gone.
It's gone that long?
Yeah, I think, isn't he? Isn't he? Isn't that right?
Standing grub.
Come on, you know what I'm saying?
To search for a pull-up by digging. Yeah. Standing and grubbing. All right, I guess he's digging and clearing some trees.
Yeah, man, looking for grubs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Front page sports when the Power Trip Morning Show returns after this on the Fan.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
All right, welcome back. Power Trip Morning Show. I'm going to straighten up. Sorry, I don't know. I've been a little wacky. I'll straighten it right up for you. I don't want to whack anybody out.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. Once we do sports, that'll straighten you up.
Yeah. I said out even. I didn't even say off. I said out. You know what I mean? Straighten it up here.
Time now for Front Page Sports, presented by Holiday Station Stores.
Lightning Blast Gatorade. They have an exclusive flavor at Holiday for a limited time. And you can also buy 2 Gatorade flavors, get one free at Holiday. So we love Holiday Station Stores. Get in there this morning and freaking hydrate, right? With Gatorade, the old thirst quencher, you know? Shout out to Holiday. We love you guys.
Hell yeah.
Celebrate.
Twins lost 9-5 to the New York Yankees. They were down 8-0.
Losing 9
after 5.
Jeez.
That's all they do. Royce Lewis hit a solo home run in the 7th, so he's played in 3 games. He's hit home runs in all 3 of them.
Let's go.
He is so far this season 4 for 7 with 3 home runs.
Royce rolls.
And I think he's the first Twin in Twins history to hit 3 home runs in his first 3 games.
Okay, what?
Yeah, this season.
The Twins are now 0-5 against the New York Yankees this season and are 7.5 games behind the Cleveland Guardians, who were rained out.
Wow.
Aren't they winless against like the best teams in the AL or something like that?
I don't know who's second.
Well, they beat Cleveland.
Let me see here. I swear I thought I saw one of the beat writer guys say that they're like winless against all the best ALs. The Guardians, the Mariners, the Rangers, Orioles. Yeah, I think they haven't beat any of those teams or something along those lines. And they have a winning record against everybody else, but they're winless against like the best teams in the AL.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Well, they should just schedule all the bad teams.
Yeah.
The Twins are at the Yankees 6:05 tonight. Pablo Lopez for the Twins.
That'll be good. He hasn't pitched that well, but yeah, they were.
Well, he's been grubbing.
They were no hit.
You know what that means?
Until the 6th inning last night. They were on. He was Carlos Rodon was on a perfect game until the 6th inning. Jeez.
The NBA Finals start tonight. Dallas at the Boston Celtics at 7:30. The Boston Celtics on DraftKings are 6.5-point favorites. The Dallas Mavericks were the 5th seed in the West. The Boston Celtics have the NBA's best record. So
that'll be fun.
They beat our ass.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Who you guys got?
I have Boston.
I like Dallas. I like Dallas with the plus 175, I should say. I like the value of Dallas. Sauce, in team history, the Dallas Mavericks, I believe, started in 1980. How many titles have the Dallas Mavericks won?
1?
That is correct. They only won 1, and it was in 2011.
They beat the Heat, right?
The Heatles.
The Boston Celtics have won how many NBA titles?
14?
17?
Maxo is correct. 17. Wow. How many have they won in the last 38 years?
1.
Jeez.
Chris is an NBA expert. That is the right answer. They have won 1 title in the last 38 years with KG Paul Pierce when he crapped his pants and rode in a wheelchair for a couple of minutes. And Ray Allen.
I still don't know why he ever, like, nobody ever would have discovered that. if he didn't willingly tell us that.
So weird.
Yeah, that's very weird.
Like he never had to say anything about it was like a heroic moment that we all remembered fondly. And then he's just like, oh, yeah, by the way, I actually just dookied all over myself.
Yeah. So 2008, last time the Celtics won. It does feel like they have won a lot more than that in the last 38 years, but I think those of us who grew up in the 80s and 90s just remember them seemingly winning all the time. And it just doesn't feel like 40 years. Yeah. That's the problem, right? That doesn't feel like 40 years ago.
No.
When they still have gone to 3 recently, but they lost 2 of them.
Yep.
Yeah. Damn, that's crazy. 38 years.
Yep, 1. Pretty crazy. Stanley Cup Finals again on Saturday. Oilers and oil cans at the Panthers.
I forgot about
Game 1.
That has taken a long time.
Yep. Go. Connor McDavid.
Go.
Go.
Breaking in the last 10 minutes or so, Wojbomb on Twitter said the Los Angeles Lakers are targeting Dan Hurley of the Connecticut Huskies, 2-time back-to-back national champs. That's got to be a gigantic paycheck to leave right now the most dominant program in college basketball to jump to the NBA.
Yeah, Woj wrote
monster deal.
The Lakers are preparing a massive long-term offer to bring Dan Hurley to the NBA.
Wow.
This has got to be LeBron's pick, too.
Yeah, he's got to at least have some say in it. Especially this late in his career. I'd imagine he's not going to. It's either that or they've completely decided to move on from LeBron, which would be shocking.
But if you're Dan Hurley, you got to love that money because if LeBron's only going to play for another year or so with the Lakers, I know you have Anthony Davis, but you're basically taking the money with a lot of unknowns beyond, let's say, 2 years, right? In 2 years, this team might look completely different.
Yeah.
So I hope you like the money and I hope you like Los Angeles because it's not like you're getting Anthony Davis and LeBron James both at 26 years old.
Right.
But how do you turn down that money?
I don't know. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
What is it? What is he gonna make? 20 a year?
How much was he making at UConn, I wonder? It had to have been a bleep ton.
I mean, if Tim Conley's going to maybe make $15 million a year as president of basketball operations for the Timberwolves, what's Dan Hurley got to get paid to go to Los Angeles? 20?
Oh, let's see here. Steve Kerr makes. Okay, no, I'm not signing in.
Well, it says he signed
apple pie.
Last summer, he signed a 6-year, $32 million contract for UConn.
I mean, that's not even in the conversation, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's not even close.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like whatever LA offered him is probably like double, triple that.
Yeah, I bet it's close to triple.
Well, Steve Kerr makes 17.5 a year.
Yeah, if you're Dan Hurley's agent, you start in that range, in that 15-plus range, and say, why would I leave this perfect job unless it's for gigantic cash?
Well, doesn't the coach of the Pistons make like $70 million?
Monty Williams, 6 years, 78.5.
And they're terrible.
Yeah. So Dan Hurley's going to be, oh my gosh. They backed up the Brinks job for that boy.
The juice is loose.
Oh, hey, Beat. The Detroit Pistons finished 14-68.
Money well spent.
I mean, about $1 million a win.
Yeah, they were 2-14 in their division.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. We'll do what really matters after this. Ben Lieber joins in about 14 minutes. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
Yeah. Welcome back to the Power Trip Morning Show.
Hey, Hogs.
Hi. Hey, Cheryl Reeve and the Lynx won, and she moved into second place all time on the WNBA's head coach scoring winning list. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Second most wins of all time.
It was exciting. More importantly, we beat the LA Sparks. That was, obviously what we came here to do. And, I guess if you do this thing long enough, you have a chance to. I've been fortunate. I think about great teams, great players, staff that I love coming to work with every day. And I don't think about these things. It really doesn't matter to me. I wanted to win the next game. And that's what we did.
Cheryl and I have been planning a trip to Vegas together for a long time.
Oh, yeah?
As soon as she retires from coaching. And, listen, I want her to have great success and continue to win, but I'm ready. Let's go.
Yeah.
She is 72 wins behind the all-time wins leader. She can do it.
Yeah, she can do it. I know she can. She can coach a lot longer, but I want to go to Vegas.
Get 73 more regular season wins and then call it a day.
She likes playing slot machines.
Of course she does.
All right, let's do What Really Matters, which is brought to you by our friends at Catalyst Supply and Catalyst Supply Co.
That's what really matters. Right?
Thanks, Catalyst.
Thank you, Catalyst.
Gotta love the old Catalyst.
Hey, if you work for a company or a place that paints hot rods, let me know. I bought a hot rod yesterday.
What'd you buy?
Don't worry about it. You writing a book?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, Mustang.
Oh.
2007 Mustang.
Do you have to be good at painting vehicles or just capable?
I would say good. This is a hot rod.
Then
you can't drive a hot
out.
rod that don't look cool.
Yeah, what kind of music do you listen to in it?
Whitesnake.
Why?
Exclusively.
Why Whitesnake?
Because you got to have an erection.
What?
You have to.
Wait, so listening to Whitesnake gives you an erection?
I didn't say that.
You didn't even close to hint at that. I don't know where you got that
My
from.
gosh, do you put words and other things in my mouth?
The Cleveland Browns announced yesterday that head coach Kevin Stefanski and their general manager Andrew Berry are getting extensions, contract extensions. Yep. Stefanski is the now two-time AP Coach of the Year. And how about this for Browns futility? Stefanski and Berry now the first Browns coach / duo, GM duo, to enter their fifth season since Cleveland returned to the NFL in 1999. They haven't had a group stay together for 5 years in the last 25 years. First duo in 25 years.
Whoa.
So they hire them, and one of the two or both of them is gone within 4+ years. But not these two. Now, I would argue I'm a little surprised Andrew Berry kept his job considering he gave a sexual predator $250 million.
Yeah.
But whatever. That's kind of one egregious mistake, but good luck to him. What really matters is this.
Man, it's something I was going to tell you. Well, you brought something to mind.
When I said sexual predator?
Before that, and then that threw me off.
When I used the word berry. Maybe there was some kind of like Frankenberry reference in your head.
I do like cereal.
Duos, Brown's futility.
Yeah, man.
Brown futility. I was going to make a joke about needing a laxative.
What?
But what really matters is this.
Brown futility is also the name of my autobiography.
Oh.
That's sad.
That's good, though. That's a good one. Deadpool and Wolverine is officially the first Marvel Studios film that will receive an R rating. The Motion Picture Association gave the third film in the Deadpool franchise the R rating for strong, bloody violence and language throughout, gore, sexual reference, and some super huge hoots. Wow. The previous two Deadpool movies were made by Fox before Disney acquired the studio. Deadpool and Wolverine set the record for first day sales for an R-rated film when tickets went on sale last month, raking it around $8 to $9 million, according to Hollywood Reporter. The film will hit theaters July 26th, and it's already sold almost $9 million worth of tickets.
Wow.
Yeah. It's going to be great.
Yeah, pretty much Marvel's, I don't want to say their hope, like all their hopes, but a lot of their hopes are riding on this being a gigantic success and this kind of reinvigorating the interest in Marvel movies. And plus, I mean, they were never going to make Deadpool 3 if it wasn't allowed to be Deadpool like it was. The first two movies made over $1 billion, so they get to make that decision, and we all want it to be the Deadpool that we know and love. We don't want it to be anything less just because it's with Disney now.
Part of the brilliance, and I think you'll agree with me, Max, is how often Deadpool looks at the camera and rips on Marvel.
Right, yeah.
Over and over again.
Yeah.
Breaking the third wall and just saying, we couldn't afford any of the good ones, so we got Colossus.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
And it's going to be even better now because he has access to all of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's going to be so much fun.
It's going to be so good. Corey,
I'm really excited.
I'm telling you right now, mister, I don't know what you have planned for tonight. Family stuff.
Hammering it.
Watch Deadpool, the first one. It's so good.
You've never seen it, Corey?
Which one is it? Family stuff or hammering it? Because I'm not doing it at the same time.
No, I wasn't listening.
Well, 2 birds, 1 stone, brother. Let's go.
No, you take care of all your business, and then you start hammering it.
Dude, just watch the movie. Just watch it.
I probably should.
You should. It's really funny,
Yeah,
man.
you'll like
I don't
it.
know why you wouldn't like it. It's like,
Watch it with the kiddo.
it does seem like one of those things, and trust me, I am not accusing you of anything. I definitely do this myself. everybody liked it, so you didn't watch it. I do that all the time.
No, that's not it at all. It honestly isn't. Because I don't like superhero movies in general. That's just not my thing. I've heard this is the unicorn in that group anyway.
Yeah.
Right? That even if you don't like it, it's like The Boys. That should be a show that I hate, but I just think it's so ridiculously over the top that it's dirty and different and funny.
It's right around the corner, too.
So, I mean, I like that show a lot, so why wouldn't I probably would like Deadpool.
And you like Ryan Reynolds, right?
It's impossible not to.
Yeah.
I even watched, when Abby was with me a couple of days last week, and we watched the Pikachu movie from I don't know how many years ago.
Oh, yeah,
Detective Pikachu.
Where he's Detective Pikachu, where he's Pikachu.
Yeah, it's great.
He's even Deadpool as Pikachu.
Yeah.
He's basically dead Pikachu.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of right around the corner, we are, 10 days away from House of the Dragon.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's freaking go.
Let's
the Boys, House of the Dragon,
Sign
everything's
up for
coming
Max,
up.
get her done.
Me?
I caught the final 30 minutes the other day of the final episode of season 1. And there were about 7 characters, and I'm like, I forgot you even existed. I mean,
Really?
I think Tommy and Sess are doing it right.
Yeah.
When you're watching it to get ready, because it's been so freaking long. I forgot almost all of the storylines. I even forgot why the guy who made the huge mistake at the end of episode 10, and he immediately regretted it. I forgot why he made that mistake, and then you're like, oh yeah, that was a huge part of the season. How did I forget that? But time goes on.
Yeah.
But am I really going to spend 10 hours in the
what
next
John
10
Mellencamp
days
said.
Yeah.
trying to catch up?
And the sheriff said if you could turn back time, right, Hawk?
You heard about the little tomato who wouldn't keep up with his mom and dad. His dad smashed him. And he said, catch up.
Catch up, yeah. I get it.
I stole that from the lady in the Kill Bill movie.
Oh, really?
Uma Thurman?
Yeah, only she wasn't in that movie. She was in the one about
Pulp Fiction?
That's the one.
Max, I remember a couple days ago I said, look, I don't know what the new Star Wars series is supposed to be. It just looks like every other one that they've ever promoted. It just looks like another one. Not that this is the gospel, but Neil Justin from the Star Tribune, all I read was the headline. Haven't read the story yet. The headline for his review, Star Wars shows like The Acolyte need to take a hiatus from the TV galaxy.
Wow.
And then the sub-headline is The latest saga is proof that the Force is no longer with the franchise. I think what he's saying is what I felt and Sauce felt through the trailer.
Yeah.
It's just how many of these are going to look identical? It just looks like here's another Star Wars show with a different title, but it's the same thing. It might be great. It just looks like they're beating a dead horse.
It's 93%.
Yeah, again, it might be great. It might be great.
I watched the first episode yesterday, and it was pretty good. I liked it. It feels like it's going to be a little bit different, but I totally especially if you guys don't already enjoy Star Wars. I
love Star Wars.
Where you're coming from,
bored with the shows, but most of the ones that I've given a shot at, I thought Obi-Wan was pretty boring.
Yeah, it's just. That's the thing is that all these other shows have been, they're just filling the gaps. We already know the ending. We already know how Obi-Wan's story turns out. We already know how Andor turns out. And even The Mandalorian to an extent is still in that same era. So it's we know the ultimate ending. So that's why I like the idea of this one being 100 years before there was ever even an empire or anything like that. So it's way in the past. So I like the idea of them setting anew. I don't know if it's going to be any good or not, but it had some interesting concepts in the first episode.
All right, good start.
Corey, will you tell which one for Ben to talk into on his microphone?
So Ben, see how there's a windscreen and then a microphone?
Yeah, so talking to this one?
No. Push that down in front of the microphone. Yeah, that's the windscreen.
Okay, this goes down?
Yeah, so push that down. Yep, this is almost like an optometrist's office. Right, see how it's directly now in front of
Yeah. Goes right in front of the actual microphone.
Yeah, that windscreen does not catch any audio. It's the microphone that does. So there you go. You have it in the right spot. Now just talk directly into the windscreen, which is directly in front of...
talk like this?
Back up a little bit.
Okay, back. Okay, I don't
you've only been
put
on
my
TV.
lips on it.
How long have you been on TV? 2 years?
2 years.
Yeah, see, Rosie did it for 40 or 50, so you'll learn from the greats. But
right, Hawk? This bit, don't do this either.
Yeah, when you go talk like this, I don't know. I think I like
He does that one all the time. What?
Huh?
Yeah, Hooters restaurant. No, Hooters restaurant is a family restaurant that him and Nick used to go to.
Oh, yeah.
Before every movie because he loves movies.
Yep.
What a great bit. What a great bit.
Grazie.
Although I feel really gross now. I need to Lysol my mouth or something.
Yeah.
I put my face right on. Yeah, I need that spray. Whatever that
It's too late now, brother.
insecticide, whatever it is.
No turning back.
You going to spray that in your gullet? Because it's too late.
Yeah, I just.
So in the 35-year history of the Minnesota Timberwolves, we've had really two good seasons, right? We had a lot of 50-win seasons with KG, and then we would get knocked out in round one. So we had the big run 20 years ago, and then the big run like 20 days ago, right? If you've lived through those 35 years, you remember names like Chase Buttinger.
Oh, man, I'll never forget that.
Yeah, Hawks. Yeah, never forgot about that.
Doing the butt.
And when he was acquired by the Timberwolves, when you got Chase, you're like, hey, Chase is like a nice little piece. Well, he ended up being a 7-year NBA vet. Never turned out to be super good. Good in Arizona, though.
Yeah, he
in
was.
college basketball, Chase could play. He is a former Timberwolf. He is 36 years old, and he is headed to the Olympics in 2024.
Woo! Dude, how cool is that? No.
Beach volleyball.
Beach volleyball.
He's a part of the number 2 ranked men's duo and 13th ranked in the world. And if you're going, God, did he just kind of go Jared Allen on this and say, all right, basketball didn't work out. I'm going to try, whatever. I'm going to try curling like Jared Allen. Yeah. So am I going to try volleyball? No, that is not the case at all. Grew up playing basketball and volleyball in California. And in 2005, he was the Volleyball Magazine National High School Player of the Year.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Wow.
So he was legit. Think about that. 19 years ago in high school. 19 years ago, he was the National High School Player of the Year. And he made it. He's going to the Olympics. Chase Buttinger.
That's real neat.
That's pretty cool.
I've said this before, and because even...
And I'll say it again.
And I'll say it again. And because Ames plays volleyball, I so wish that South Dakota, at the time when I was in high school, had volleyball. I probably would have played volleyball instead of basketball if it overlapped. If it was a winter sport, I mean, obviously, if it was a fall sport, I was going to choose football. But
you're tall enough. I mean, Buttinger's 6'7", but you're 4 or 5?
6'3", not even 6'3".
Okay, so but still 6'3" is tall enough.
Enough.
You got to have height to be a dominant beach or just regular volleyball player. Right.
Am I alone in this? Like, do you guys enjoy playing volleyball?
I've always loved it.
It's harder than hell. I like it, but it's hard.
I loved it.
I'm so bad.
I'm shocking. I'm bad at it.
I'm embarrassingly bad.
Talk more about Ben being a dominant beach.
It would be fun though.
Super fun. And it's a big deal on the West Coast. So it makes sense. Like water polo is a big deal on the West Coast, and we kind of like, whoa, what's water polo? Like you can go to college on water polo? Like
doing anything in sand is tough.
It is.
Yeah.
Man, do I have to say what I'm about to say? Can you guys guess what I'm about to say?
My guess is you're going to talk about the
say it.
Almost thongs that the women wear.
Well, they don't start out
beach
that
volleyball.
way, but apparently their butts are hungry.
Right.
Oh my God,
that is so true.
Am I right?
So true.
Am I right?
That's so right.
No, I don't.
Well,
I'm stating facts. I'm spitting truth bombs.
Well, if you're a lady out there listening to the Power Trip Morning Show, let's hope Chase Buttinger's butt is hungry this summer. And
you know what? I'm a dude, and I hope it is too.
Good luck to Chase, though. It's super cool.
Man, good for him.
Super cool.
I might go out of my way to watch that just to see how he does.
I'm going to tell you right now.
To see his cheeks?
Yeah, to see his slabs.
That too. See if his butt's hungry.
I want to go down and watch the Olympic trials for the gymnastics.
Yeah, I might go to that too.
I would like to watch that.
That would be.
Can you imagine how good they are?
Oh, so good.
I mean, what a dumb thing to say, but you get my point. I mean,
do we have connections? Can we get free tickets?
We absolutely do.
Oh, let's do that.
And we've been asked whether or not we'd like to have some people on the show.
Well,
I think the answer is a resounding yes.
Like Simone Biles or Suni Lee or something?
I don't
Let's go.
No, we got to have Suni Lee.
Let's go all the way to the top.
I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah, let's go to the creme de la creme.
Wait, when is that?
Is that she would freaking love that.
That's not this weekend, is it?
No.
I think it's this month, though.
It is coming up, though, right?
Slide on back and take a look.
I mean, it almost has to be. The Olympics are right around the corner, so it's got to be soon.
Olympic.
The Target Center, I think, right?
Target Excel.
I feel like it's Target Center.
I think it's the 27th and the 28th.
Boy, we are just crushing it with all this
Target
information.
Center.
27th through the 30th.
Target Center.
Mm-hmm.
And they're putting swimming pools inside, what is the one in Indianapolis? Ford Field?
Yeah. No, that's
Ford
Detroit.
Field?
Lucas Oil.
Lucas Oil, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ford Field. Didn't mean to offend you, Jerry Ford.
Oh.
Jerry Ford.
Sorry, Daddy.
All right, I'm on this, guys. You guys tell me who wants to go. I'm on it.
Yeah, my kiddo would love to go to that.
We got June 27th is Men's Day 1. June 28th is a Friday. That's Women's Day 1. Saturday, June 29th, Men's Day 2. Sunday, June 30th, Women's Day 2. Tickets are available right now.
Yeah, I hope y'all got the hookup.
Listen,
because I'm looking at the tickets.
This is reverse sexism, but I don't think my kiddo would have any interest in going to watch the men.
I was just going to say the same thing. Like it's one of those kind of rare sports where we have men's and women's, and nationally the women are more well known.
Way
than the men.
more. And one of the best known dudes is John Roethlisberger, right? One of our own.
Dude, you guys couldn't
I've
be.
heard he's a super good dude too. We should have him on the show.
You're
John
saying the same
Roethlisberger.
thing I'm saying. I'm sure. Second day. I should say second day for men. So first day for men, tickets start at $14. First day for women, tickets start at $297.
Wow.
Yeah.
Second day for men, tickets start at $43. Second day for women, tickets start at $371. I didn't realize it was that big of a difference.
I didn't either.
Yeah, and if you get an all session package, it starts at $450.
Man,
$450.
How cool would it be? I think it. You guys ever been to like a motocross event or even monster trucks?
Yes.
Where you kind of, or I watched Evel Knievel's son do a jump one time in person at the Hoosier Dome. I was scared for him. I think if I watched these really good vaulters do it, I might be a little freaked out watching them do it in person.
Yeah,
Like they go so high.
For
and
sure.
They run so fast. And ankles and stuff.
I know, but I get anxious just watching Red Panda and the chair stacking guy at
there's nothing
halftime.
like that. I mean, I know. I'm with you.
Man, now it's like going to watch gymnastics. Yeah, I'm going to go watch the men. Oh, man, times must be tough.
Yeah.
Living check to check, going to watch the men do gymnastics.
But those guys are badasses, though.
They are badasses.
Yeah.
They do crazy stuff.
Yeah.
People just don't seem to care as much, which is too bad. But whatever.
Are you buying tickets?
One day
Huck?
we'll have equality.
I'm working on some stuff.
We'll get there. More of What Really Matters with Ben Lieber after this is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
Hey, welcome back. Power Trip Morning Show. We're doing some What Really Matters. Ben Lieber's here. Ben, what's going on in your life? What's going on? What is new? Are the kids done with school yet?
No, the boys are done with school. My daughter has her last day of finals today, so happy for her. She's been truly grinding on all of her studies. So I'm excited for her to have. She has chemistry and math today. Her two hardest subjects on the last day. So.
Well, good luck to her and good luck to all of them.
Yeah, thanks. And now she's driving. I don't know if I mentioned that last week. Yeah, she's driving.
Jeez Louise, buddy.
Yeah, so it's bye. See you.
Yep, see you later.
See you later.
Yeah,
see
it has
you
begun.
4 times a year, right, for the rest of your life.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I've been quoting the stat incorrectly, but I'm going to do it again. Percent of time you spend with kids in their lifetime.
It's got to be like 98% of it's in the first 18 years, right?
According to an online observation, 70% of the time you spend with your child is by the time they're 12 years old.
Oh, by the time they're 12. Okay.
Oh, man.
90% is by the time they turn 18.
Yep.
This can mean that around age 12, there's a significant developmental shift that can lead to changes in family dynamics, blah, blah, blah. But again, the point is, 90% of the time you're ever going to spend with your kids, you spend before they're 18. And I'm going to tell you right now, that is the truth.
And here's the catch, though. That's the average. That's the average.
Yeah.
Tommy Olson has completely skewed that. If you eliminate Tommy, how much time he spends with his family, it's like 99.9% of the time you spend with your kid is 18 and younger.
So if you're
without him, the whole national average would be different.
And I probably shouldn't say this because I am the worst example of this, and I fully admit it. But if you are thinking to yourself, I'm real tired, I really don't want to do X with my kiddos, you're going to have a lot of time to do a whole lot of not with your child.
Right.
Yeah.
So
right.
Take the time. Go on the camping trip. Tell work to screw off.
That's actually really good advice because my wife and I were talking just last night. We're like, we still haven't set any sort of like, quote unquote summer trip yet.
Yeah.
Just because of all the things that are going on and baseball and Ames' riding and all this other stuff. And it's like, that's probably just good advice. Like, just do it.
Yeah.
Just like find the 4 or 5 days and just go. I would say though that this is not trying to come off as a rip or a criticism or anything like that. But the unique thing about living in the Twin Cities and learning about the Twin Cities when we first moved here within the first 5 years, boy, there's a lot of kids that just stick around home. I mean, you talk about like parents not seeing their kids. I mean, it is like you meet somebody and you want to get to know them, and they're like, "Well, I've got all my high school friends here, and oh, by the way, my parents live right down the block." And they're together all the time. So I would say of all the communities that I lived in, which is not a ton, not a big sample size, but I would say that Minnesota does a really good job of like keeping their nuclear families somewhat close together.
Which is, I think, Dan, what's the Blue Zone guy's name?
Dan
Buettner.
Dan Buettner has proven that is a really good model that we should actually try to
emulate
if we possibly can. Now, obviously, a lot of Asian cultures spend a lot of time, especially as your ancestors get older, you spend a lot of time with them, and that family dynamic is very healthy.
Well, look at the Italians, right? Like that, I think they are kind of technically in the blue zones, that Mediterranean area.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's like everybody lives in this. What's the term where like it's generational housing?
Yeah,
it's your grandparents and their grandparents or their parents, and then their kids, and it's
great point.
There is a super small blue zone in the Twin Cities. It's like this very small grid in Matamidi.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It's one house. No, yeah, I'm with you. I went to an island called Hydra, or it's pronounced Hydra over there, in Greece when I went and ran the Athens Marathon. And Ben, we were walking by these houses that looked more like above ground caves. They were so old, and generations and generations and generations of the same families had lived in them.
Yeah,
and it's unreal.
I mean, it's kind of cool.
It's very cool.
I mean, it's like I don't know. Right now, I'm sort of stuck in between of like, I would love to see my kids as they are post 18, post high school, all this other stuff, but I also feel like as a parent, like my job is to make them independent.
Yes,
strong, independent, go out and just build your own life. And so it's like I want her to go away to college, get out of here, get out of Minnesota, go create your own person. You don't need mommy and daddy anymore. And like that to me is like a really big badge of honor. But it's going to hurt like hell if she does that. They're like, okay, we'll see ya. Please write when you.
And that's the problem with having more than one kid, right? Is they don't have to all agree on the plan, right? Is if you have 3 kids like you do, and one of them moves to Alabama, one moves to Tennessee, and one moves to Oregon,
Seattle.
Yeah, Seattle. Then good luck. You can't live in all 3 spots.
No,
right? So it's. My brother and my sister both live in the Twin Cities. So to your point, we're all on different corners of the Twin Cities, but that's a 30-minute drive. Big freaking deal. Yeah. It's not like seeing them once every 9 months or something like John Bonus's brother lives in what? New Zealand or something?
Auckland, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, geez.
Well, Ben, when that
Son
happens...
lives in Japan?
Yeah.
When that happens, you let me know. There's a place in Canada.
It's over.
No, it's good. It's not over.
Oh, well, that's the last place I'd want to move.
Well, no, I'm saying they can help you deal with the sadness. What I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, do you read what he's putting down?
I'll visit Canada.
Yeah.
I ain't never going to move there.
Banff, baby.
Yeah, that's on the list for sure. Places to visit.
It's wonderful. There's got to be a happy medium. I mean, but like you said, Ben, set them free. Go be happy. Find your own life.
Yeah. Just don't forget about us.
Yeah, my kiddo's got her last day of school today as well. Of course, the older one graduated a week ago, and the 10-year-old's done today. And today's, don't you remember this, by the way, too? The days of her real last day of school was yesterday. Today's just watching movies.
Yeah, today's like field day or something.
Ass, right? They're just screwing around today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the best. Those days were the best. Movie and popcorn day and just saying goodbye to your friends day.
Yeah. Signing yearbooks.
It's basically free daycare today, right?
Yeah.
Go watch a movie, go call it a day.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. I don't have a great memory. We talk about this a lot, guys, but one clear memory I have is driving away from high school for the last time on my final day of school. Like getting in my car and driving out of the parking lot and thinking, I'll never do this again.
Yeah.
Never.
It's an eerie feeling.
It is.
But it's
Yes.
also a great feeling.
It is.
I don't remember high school last day, but I do remember walking out of my last test at the University of Minnesota. It was a night class, and I remember walking home in the dark going, now what?
Yeah.
Like,
just
I'm done.
Double middle
Like you
finger.
thought about that even in that moment. It wasn't even like a celebratory, like,
'cause I had
hell yeah,
I
I'm
lived
done.
off Como at the time. Well, no, hang on. I had to walk back to the parking lot. No, Como, COMO. But I had to walk back to the parking lot, I guess, because at that point, I guess I was commuting still.
Yeah.
And so I probably had a 10-minute walk, and I think that's what I thought about the entire way. It was that surreal, like, am I really done? Now what do I do?
Yeah, you weren't going to the next party or anything like that. You're like, all right, finals
I
are
didn't
over,
really-
school's out,
I didn't
house
really party at the U that much anyway. It felt like work.
Yeah.
What a drag.
Yeah.
College, man. We got to tear that system down.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
Holy
tear it
smokes.
down. Should we do more of what really matters?
Sure. Yeah. Here we go.
All right, the story that broke, 45 minutes or so ago. Wojbomb on ESPN saying that the Los Angeles Lakers of Anaheim are targeting Connecticut head coach Dan Hurley to be their next head coach. Nothing official as of a handful of minutes ago, but that's the plan, is to try to get Dan Hurley away from Connecticut.
Do you think he will be the highest paid coach in the NBA?
He's going to be close.
Yeah.
For sure.
He's got to be in the conversation.
Yeah.
Otherwise, again, you don't leave that spot right now, which is, you could argue, the best coach or the best coaching spot in college basketball. They got it figured out right now in UConn.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Kind of crazy that. Oh, sorry. That the two, like, basically the top head coach in college football and now the top head coach in college basketball, both after winning the national championships, just said peace and went to the pros. It's kind of, I don't know. It's maybe saying a lot about what's going on in college sports right now.
Yep.
What a mess. What really matters, though, is this.
Today is the 80th anniversary of D-Day. And this is from Bill Werner over at MNN.
Nearly 133,000 troops from the United States, the British Commonwealth, and their allies landed at Normandy on D-Day. Casualties numbered over 10,000. By the end of June 1944, over 850,000 men, 148,000 vehicles, 570,000 tons of supplies had landed on the shores at Normandy. At that time, the population of the United States was 175 million, and 16 million men and women were in uniform. Nearly 1 in 10 Americans. D-Day, the largest amphibious invasion in military history, was the beginning of the end of World War II. And today, 80 years after that bloody day on the beaches of Normandy, we remember those who protected our freedom.
80 years ago. There you go. Yeah.
I do want to give a special shout out if I can to, and I think I've done this pretty much every D-Day, but this one's especially important because it's the 80th anniversary. If you're not following or supporting my ex-teammate Donnie Edwards' foundation, it's called Best Defense Foundation. Please look it up. Please think about supporting, because he has built this thing from the ground up. And I remember talking to him on the practice fields in San Diego, and he's like, hey, man, what's your passions in life? And I'm like, I don't know, dude. I'm like 21 years old, 22 years old. Like, I don't know what my passions are outside just like what I'm doing right now. And he's like, man, you need to find it. And he's been a World War II aficionado for his entire life. And anyway, he's got a really interesting history, and he created this foundation, and the foundation basically takes war vets back to the battlefield to get closure in their lives. And so he for years have been taking these vets on D-Day, and he gathers them up. They fly over to Normandy. They do these very special ceremonies just for them, and it's like. And when you talk to him, it's like the end of Saving Private Ryan is what these guys go through, each and every single one of them, because most of them have never been back to the battlefield, and they've never been back to the actual gravestones of their fallen loved ones. And so he's like, these 80, 90-year-old men, now 100 years old, will somehow get to and find their friends and stand there and salute them. And it's like, it is the videos they put out. I mean, you will not a dry eye. I mean, you are just crying for these guys. So he is now partnered with Delta. Delta does a great job. And fly all these guys over. I mean, it has become a big deal, and he does it with a lot of vets at a lot of different battlefields around the world. And he's like, it's just special to watch these guys go back and finally get closure and like feel like maybe whole and human again.
They got a sweet merch store too. You can buy some merch and support the cause as well.
Best Defense
right now.
Foundation.
Yeah, Best Defense Foundation. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's fun to watch a guy with the true passion for something turn it into something really impactful.
Wow, that's really something.
The dude was a good player too.
You remember obviously Saving Private Ryan and the basis of the whole story. The Matt Damon character apparently was literally based on a real person, and these 4 brothers, the Nyland brothers, were all serving in World War II, and 2 of them had already passed during the invasion of D-Day. One of them was thought dead in the Pacific Theater. So they went and found Fritz, who was the character that Matt Damon's character in Saving Private Ryan was based on. And just like in the movie, obviously it's not true that they sent that entire group of people out to find him. But when they did inform Fritz Nyland that he was being sent home, he said, tell my mom I'm here with the only brothers I have left.
Oof. Yikes. So he stayed.
He did?
Yeah.
How about that? Wow.
I know. I would say that movie and then Band of Brothers are the two things that outside of Goonies that if it's on TV at any point I'm stopping to watch. Love it so much.
So good. So good. Yeah.
I still have never seen either of those.
Man.
Ooh,
they're
boy.
good, man.
Today's a good
Boy.
day.
Yeah, it's going to be Deadpool for Corey.
Oh, man. Saving Private Ryan. Holy cow.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Incredible.
How do you get your legs to do it? How do you get your legs to walk off that boat?
Correct, Hog.
Max, with your bootleg thing that you got going on, I don't know what kind of TV setup you have. I don't know if you watch this stuff on your iPad or whatever, but Saving Private Ryan, you need to find the biggest and loudest screen possible.
Yes.
For sure.
This is not a phone movie or iPad
It's not an
movie.
airplane movie.
I can't watch the move stuff on my phone anyways. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy.
That's great advice there, Core.
So much for those pictures.
Yeah, fantastic film.
So good. Yeah, watch it today if you get a chance. Today'd be the perfect day to do it.
Well, Tom Hanks was in Saving Private Ryan. Tom Hanks was in Band of Brothers, right?
Yeah, didn't he
Behind
create?
it? Behind it.
Yeah.
And of course, he was also Sloth in the Goonies. So all 3 things that you mentioned. He was.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was
wow.
He did some method acting as
and
well,
also,
by the way.
And meth act.
what's the show we just watched, Ben? Come on.
Masters of the Air.
Hogs in the Air.
Oh, yeah, Masters of the Air, yeah.
Yeah, Hanks and Spielberg did that as well.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That is right.
Yep. And there's a little a movie that came out during the pandemic about the U.S. Navy during World War II, and Hanks is in that, where he is the captain of the boat. I think it's Groundhog or Greyhound? Greyhound.
Yeah, I did see that one as well. Yeah, the submarine one.
Yeah.
That's an Apple TV bit, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Yep.
And again, that it's called the Best Defense Foundation.
Yeah, thank you.
That's what Ben was talking about.
The news is next. More of the Power Trip Morning Show after this on the Fan.